I always love how everyone, even to this day, you know, I don't know how much more empirical evidence I got to do. Well, I'm going to go hike and do this. And I can afford this kind of food, whatever. And I don't, I'm not profligate. I don't piss away my money. Matter of fact, quite the opposite. I have such financial stability and a fair amount of freedom. But man, I'll still get people like, "Oh, loosen up, man. Why are you so cheap? Why are you so cheap?" It's like, no, I'm not cheap. I mean, clothes, you basically throw those away. So I'm okay being cheap with clothes because I don't, I got my suits right there. Spent good money on those suits. But going out regularly, tearing up these clothes, hiking, especially on volcanic rock. When you sit on volcanic rock, your hiking pants kind of go to crap real quick. Everyone's, "Oh, you're so cheap." No, I'm frugal. There's a difference. It isn't because of my quarter tribe blood. Although I got to hand it to them. Why are they so cheap? Aren't they kind of some of the richer group of people in pretty much every nation? A lot of people give Asians guff for like, oh, they're always haggling and negotiating. Why not? It's your money, it's your life. Minimalism, theory and practice, achieving minimalism, theory and practice. The minimalism course is open for the next 30 hours, depending on what time zone you're in. And basically that is how you get free. That's it. The video I just talked about before, Cappy, will AI get rid of the grifters? It's like, yes and no, but it's not. If AI gave everyone great personal financial advice and health advice and all that, and the advice is already out there, the real question isn't will AI replace it? It's, are people going to follow the advice, whether it comes from a book or AI or me? And so instead of saying, well, eat less than the calories of consume you spend less than you make, you all know it. My course targets the psychological problem, the psychological hurdle of actually doing what you know you have to fucking do. I've said it before that if you either quit smoking, quit drinking, you give up some kind of addiction, or you lose weight, or in this case, you get out of debt. Once you do one of those three, you can do the other two because it's the same problem. It's a psychological hurdle. You want to give up that comfort, that feeling of buying shit, which makes it worse, or eating more, or having that shot of booze. Raymond would, thoughts of mine. Raymond, thoughts of mine. He was an alcoholic, but he is an alcoholic. Once you're an alcoholic, you're always an alcoholic. But once you do that, you overcome it's kind of like an addiction. You're addicted to eating. You're addicted to sloth because that's how you save calories of energy. You get addicted to booze and drugs because it's fucking fun. And you get addicted to spending because it's like a dog eating until it pukes. It eats well beyond, because you don't know when that stuff is going to be in the shelves next time. Or at least that's 200,000 years of human evolution saying, you don't know when that food's going to be. You don't know when you're going to get another shirt. And so that's why my course, Achieving Minimalism Theory and Practice, targets the psychological hurdles by yelling and screaming at you and kicking you in the nuts. I've said that a million times before, but it also explains to you logically and clearly, like, okay, here's something more important to go after. I know you're going to, oh my God, this is the most important thing. No, this is way more important. And when you realize how pissing away your money prevents you from achieving all this other great shit in life, like, I don't know, freedom. We can't all be like you, Cappy. Loosen up. Why's your car such a piece of shit? I just, and by this time I just give up. I'm just, you're right. The car's a piece of shit. Excuse me while I go hike the Sierra Nevadas. I don't know how you do it. And you never will. You never will. You never will. You poor 53-year-old sad fuck of a man. You will never understand why I get to go hiking and you don't, because you need your new fucking car and you can't see how my old piece of shit Kia Rio is allowing me to go hike the Sierra Nevadas. You can't make that connection. Just like a woman who's getting attacked by because they let a bunch of immigrants into ice crime and housing, so you can't make that connection. That's fine. But if you'd like to make the connection, and you don't have, by the way, if you achieve minimalism, like you actually get your financial shit together and you get out of debt, you don't have to hike the Sierra Nevadas. I mean, the great thing is just you can do whatever you want, right? Like Beckloff, I get, Beckloff doesn't make a lot of money. Doesn't have to. You know what Chris likes to do? He likes to spend time with his dad, play his video games, read his comic books. And him and his old man live together. They're like roommates, and it works well. He's got a great relationship with his dad. He can work at the box factory. He can make $15 an hour and live just fine because he doesn't want to go. He definitely doesn't want to go travel the Sierra Nevadas. He accuses me of trying to kill him once because I took him out hiking at Zion National Park. He made it though. Wasn't trying to kill him, but and by the way, freedom is one. That's not the main reason. The substitute drug I try to give you. Freedom is just one of them. Like would you like to not worry? One thing I hated about being an alcoholic is about worrying about whether I should drink or not. It was always this debate, like you really shouldn't, but I really want to, you really should. Dude, that argument in your head gets old. And I'm sure it's the same thing. Should I buy this thing? You really shouldn't. Should I buy this thing? What if that just went away? And that mental relief alone is worth not drinking. No matter how tasty and fun and warm in my stomach Rumplemints is. It's the same thing. Would you like to not worry about money? You go. Would you like to be focused on other things that money isn't even like? I mean, you got to worry about money. You need some of it, but you've got more important goals in mind. Do I need the shit? Do I need the latest handbag? Do I need the latest whatever? So that's where achieving minimalism theory and practice, that course comes in. It's good for your finances because it's going to make you follow what you already know what to do. It's not going to make you. That's going to be you up at the end of the day. So it's good for your finances. It's good for bikinis. Minimalism is great for everything. Thank you for, I know I like the thumbnail too. Oh, yeah. Yes, I did. I got photographic proof of it. I think it's on my blog. There's Forney, Arini, me, Beckloff. They're all up there. They all made it. I did. He calls it Death Mountain. And then I say, well, it's actually a canyon. Which he doesn't give a shit. Oh, yeah. And then they're easy to steal, not with the standard transmission. Right? Because people steal cars are so lazy. That's why they steal cars. And they're not going to learn how to do standard transmission. They're dumb. They're low IQ. They're scumbags. That's why all my cars have standard transmission. Yeah. What is not fun is how you feel when you stop drinking. Yeah. No, it was bad. It was bad. It was fun. Because, okay, here's some drawbacks of minimalism. If you do it right, you have total freedom, and that's a responsibility. Because I could go work out, write my books, do videos, and then it's 11. I'm going to go drinking. Because why the fuck not? I was in this town where there's like 9 bars in 2 blocks. It was great. But then it's too much of a good thing. And then you're drinking like 10 a.m. And not irrationally so. You're just like, well, I did everything. Well, why the hell not? I'd avoid it. It's not, you don't need it. I envy people who can control it, right? They just enjoy a couple of drinks, maybe get a little loopy every once in a while. But dude, it was way too much fun. Because to me, it was like, well, why would I feel normal when I could feel happy and warm and fuzzy all the time? And then your liver and your kidneys like, I don't feel so happy, warm, and fuzzy anymore. And then, thanks, V34. I'm debt-free thanks to Cap. No, you're debt-free because I just told you and gave you a swift kick in the ass and pointed out, look, here's what you could have otherwise. You decided to do it. You decided, no, I'm going to stop spending my money on shit that doesn't bring me value anymore. I guess that's another way to look at this minimalism course. I point out the things that you're chasing after are fucking stupid and have no value. And oh, okay. And then once you get rid of that, and you're really, it's like sports. If you could convince someone, look, Herman, I know you think this is awesome and amazing watching pick a sport, basketball. All it is going to be tall, lanky guys dribbling back and forth, and taking a shot and then doing a layup and doing a layup and then doing a three-pointer and doing a three-pointer and taking a free throw. And then there'll be some, it never changes. It never changes. It's the same thing. There's nothing new. Every great once in a while, you'll get some genuine athleticism. Of course, these guys are at the top of their game, but it never changes. What are you getting out of this? And then they wake up. Well, you're right. It is the same thing. Like it's been for 50 fucking years, man. And then, I don't know, you go to church, you go for a walk, you do something different, try something different. Or maybe just like back off, you spend time with your dad, you play your video games. Remember taking the train home from a New Year's party across from the platform. I see one woman caring for a drunk friend sitting down on the seat, puking on the platform aside from them. Yeah, whatever you girls do, don't get married. Keep getting drunk, girl bosses. You go, girl, slay, queen. So there you go. But yeah, there's more to life than material shit. Okay? And if I could open your eyes to that, you'll stop spending the money because you'll want to stop spending the money. So that's in very short, what the minimalism course does. It's open for the next day for enrollment. You have 45 days to take the course. If you're interested in stop drinking and smoking pot and only vices, coffee every morning. I've Outback and considered amount of cash too. Yeah. I save my money for the solar panels, not drinking in like 4 years. Anyway, so Achieving Minimalism Theory and Practice, link below. It's available on teachable.com. It is $450, probably $500 with the sales tax that everyone decided to vote in. Cappy, why so hard? So you actually take it fucking seriously. Have you noticed that when you give free money to everyone and free, no one solves the problem? This one, you got a little bit of investment. Well, geez, that's kind of a psychological Jedi mind trick. It is, and I'm wealthy for it. Well, maybe not wealthy, but I make a lot more money. And also, I got sick and tired of people not following my advice. And then it pisses people off, and I want to do it. I don't need the money. Why? Because I'm a minimalist. So I do it for all these other reasons, but it does piss off people. And it's great for finding like trolls in the comment section, like ban, delete. And then I always love the hypocrites. Oh my God, you're charging $500. Let's just call it $500. $500 for a course on how to stop spending money. Said the guy with the $750 a month car payment. Said the idiot paying $450 per credit for his or her degree in social studies. Says the person who spends at least $400 a month on booze and partying and cover charges, bro. So there you go. To this day, I haven't consumed all the different, and there's resources like The Minimalist. Go check them out. There's a lot of resources out there. Jacob Lund Fisker, Early Retirement Extreme, lots of books, lots of resources. But to this day, I will claim, unless someone shows me something different, that this is the best product out there that addresses the psychological addiction to spending. Everyone knows. Everyone tells you spend less than you make. Dave Ramsey, Sue Zwarzman, Jacob Lund Fisker, all great resources. I'll recommend them. But where's the motivation? And me yelling and screaming and kicking you in your nuts and then saying, try this instead. Look, go to my Instagram page. And, I'm giving the finger all the time. But look at the background. Look at what's behind me. I don't do the girl thing where I'm in the center. I'm always to the bottom left or bottom right. The center is not me. That's what I do. I get to see beautiful scenes every day and get exercise at the time and binge on podcasts. Why? Because I'm a lucky son of a bitch with this internet thing. But even before that, because I saved my money. I lived in basements. I bought used shitty cars. That's still to this day like 70% of the reason of my freedom. The 30% has because like I'm remotely employed essentially because of the money made on this. But I'd probably be in the exact same spot, say minus the solar panels because of all my frugality starting when I was 18. Yeah, what's the topic? Yeah, I wanted to find like hot girl in bikini. Dude, I just girl with big boobs in American bikini. And I get all these pictures of girls in fully clothed. I'm like, what's happening? So I had to go to Yandex to get it. Bing, Google, and DuckDuckGo, like they're totally PG-ifying women. I'm like, okay. And then he set like from moderate to zero restrictions. And then I got nothing but Nebraska. I'm like, well, I can't use that. So I had to go to Yandex just to find a classic girl in an American bikini. All right. Hopefully, we'll see you guys in class. Achieving minimalism theory in practice. I'll see you guys later. Toodles.